Hi Gandhi class, I hope you all had a fantastic weekend. Welcome to your first maths lesson this week, and our learning objective for this lesson is can I subtract amounts of pounds and pence? So in today's lesson we are going to be learning to subtract money using coins and by exchanging £1 for 100 pence, and to use a number line to count on or back to calculate the difference between two amounts. So here's a quick starter activity for us. Now, what I would like for you to do is get your mini whiteboard and I want you to find the pairs. But before we do that, I want you to have a think. How many pennies are in £1 and how many pennies are in £5? So pause the video just to have a think about how many pennies are in £1 and how many pennies are in £5. And press play when you'd like to find out the answer. Okay, so in £1 we have 100 pennies. Well done if you got that correct. So therefore, in £5 we are going to have 500 pennies. Okay, so using this knowledge that you have up here, I want you now to find the pairs. So on your mini whiteboard, have a go at putting the pairs next to one another. So you're going to be looking to match up pennies and pounds. So pause the video to have a go at finding the pairs. Okay, let's go for the easiest one first. So we've already worked out that £5 is the same as 500 pence. Here's £5. Let's find 500 pence, which is over here. Now let's have a go at £5 and 50 pence. So we're looking for something with 500 pence and then 50 pence here. So it's 550 pence we're looking for, which we can see is here. So we're going to join the line down there. Now let's have a go at looking for £1 and 50 pence. So because that's £1, we know that's the same as 100 pennies. So we're looking for something with 100 pennies and then 50 pennies as well. So it should be 150 pence, which is just here. Which means that £15 is the same as 1,500 pence. Well done if you got those correct. Okay, so here we've got a mathstronaut and he's got £3 and 70 pence. Now he spends £2 and 20 pence. So how much money does he have left? Now there are two ways that we could work this out. So what I'd like for you to do is have a look at what's on the board and I want you to try and work out how much money he has left, and then I'll show you the two ways that you could have used. Pause the video to have a go. Okay, so one way that we could have used to work it out, because we've got the different coins here, we could just take away £2 and 20 pence. So here's our £2 coin, take that away, and then here's a 20 pence, take that one away. And then we can see what we have been left with, which is £1, 20 pence, 20 pence, and 10 pence, which is £1 and 50 pence. So that was one way we could have worked it out. Now, if we didn't have the coins in front of us, another way we could have worked it out would be by taking the pounds away from each other and taking the pence away from each other. So we could have done £3, take away £2 equals £1, and then 70 pence, take away 20 pence equals 50 pence. And then we just need to put these two amounts together, which is £1 and 50 pence. So well done if you got that. Okay, so now Jemima has £6. Joe has £3 and 65 pence. How much more money does Jemima have than Joe? And we're going to use a number line to work this out. So on this end of the number line, we're going to have Joe's amount, which is £3 and 65 pence. And then on this end of the number line, we're going to have Jemima's amount, which is £6. Now, I want you to use your knowledge of knowing what coins we have to then get from £3.65 to £6. Now, looking at this, I want to get to the next 10. So 65 pence, how much would I need to add to 65 to get to the next 10? Pause the video and have a think. Well done. If you said 5 pence, I'm going to add 5 pence on here. And then this has now become £3 and 70 pence. Okay. Now I'm going to add 10 pence to get to the next 10. If I'm adding 10 pence to get to the next 10, what do you think my amount's going to be now? Pause the video and have a think. Well done. If you said 80 pence, so £3 and 80 pence. Okay, now what I want to do is get to the next pound. So what do I need to add to 80 pence to get to 100 pence, which would make it the next pound? Pause the video and have a think. Well done if you said 20 pence. So we're going to add 20 pence, and then that will take us to £4. Now, what do you add to £4 to get to £6? Pause the video to have a think. Well done if you said £2. Now we need to put these amounts together, which is, I'm just going to get my text box to write it, which is £2 and 20, add 10 is 30, add 5 is 35. So it's £2 and 35 pence. And that is the difference between Jemima and Joe's amounts of money. £2 and 35 pence. How has using a number line helped you find the answer? Pause the video and have a think. Great work. So you could have said something like, it helps us to find what comes next. It helps us to round up the numbers. It helps us to find the difference by looking at the different amounts that we could add. So well done if you said something along those lines. Okay, the next question. Now this is a bit of a longer question here. So the red astronaut buys one football for £3 and 40 pence. So we know that one football is worth £3 and 40 pence. The yellow astronaut buys 3 balls. How much more did he spend? So this question is not a one-part question. This has got a couple of parts to it to work it out. So what do you think the first thing we're going to do is? Pause the video and have a think. Well done. So we need to work out how much money the yellow astronaut has spent first. We know that one football is worth £3 and 40 pence. So we need to work out what 3 footballs would be worth. And to do this, we would add them together. So we would do some repeated addition. So we'll have £3 and 40 pence. Add £3 and 40 pence. Add £3 and 40 pence. So what I would like for you to do is on your mini whiteboard, work out what £3 and 40 pence, £3 and 40 pence, £3 and 40 pence equals. So pause the video to have a go at answering that question. Okay, so £3 add £3 add £3 equals £9. Well done if you got that. Then 40 pence, add 40 pence, add 40 pence equals 120 pence. Now we know 120 pence is going to be the same as what? Well done, £1 and 20 pence, because 100 pence is the same as £1. And now what we need to do is add that together. So £9 add £1 is £10 and 20 pence, because we've added together the £9 from here and the £1 and 20 pence from here. So it gives us £10 and 20 pence. But we're not done yet, because we need to work out how much more the yellow astronaut spent. So we're looking at the difference between £3 and 40 pence and £10 and 10 pence. Now on your mini whiteboard, you could either use the number line option, or you could do a subtraction. So pause the video and have a go at answering this question, either using a number line or using subtraction. Okay, just because I don't have a lot of space on my board here, I'm going to do a subtraction. So £10 take away £3, do the pounds first, we know is £7. Then 40 pence take away 20 pence equals 20 pence. So therefore the difference is £7 and 20 pence. So the yellow astronaut spent £7 and 20 pence more than the red astronaut. Okay, so now the purple astronaut goes to the sports shop and she spends £15. How much more does she spend than the yellow astronaut? So again, you need to find the difference between £10 and 20 pence and £15. So you can either use a number line or you can use subtraction like we did. So pause the video to have a go at doing that. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to have a go at using the number line. So here we go. Let's draw a line. And then on one end of the line, I'm going to write £10 and 20 pence. And then at this end of the line, I'm going to write £15 because I want to find the difference. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to add 20 pence. And that would then get me to £10 and 40 pence. So I'm going to add another 20 pence because I think it'd be easier to go up in 20s. So then add another 20 pence, which would get me to £10 and 60 pence. Add another 20 pence. Ooh, sorry, I find it quite hard to draw on it. There we go. Which gets me to £10 and 80 pence. Add another 20 pence, which then gets me to my next pound, which is going to be £11. Then I'm going to add £2, and that's going to get me to £13 and then add another £2, which should get me to £15. And now what I need to do is add together the amounts that I have got here. So we've got £2, £2, 20 pence, 20 pence, 20 pence, and 20 pence. So if we add together the pounds first, £2 add £2 equals £4. Then 20 pence, add 20 pence, add 20 pence, add 20 pence. Because you can see here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 20 pences. Gives me 20, 40, 60, 80, 80 pence. Then we add them both together. And the difference is £4.80. So there you go. That's how we could have worked that one out. Okay, next question. So the astronauts are calculating the difference between £8.30 and £5.50. Now we've got two different methods here. The pink astronaut has got her method and the blue astronaut has got his method. So let's go through it and discuss them. So this pink astronaut here, from the £8 that she's taken off one of the pounds and put it as £7. So she's made that £7, take away the £5 here. She's then used her knowledge of knowing that £1 is the same as 100 pence. And she's added it to her 30 pence here to give herself 130 pence, because she knows that she can't do 50 pence take away 30 pence, 30 pence take away 50 pence, because it would take her into minus numbers and that wouldn't help, which is why she's taken £1 and exchanged it for 100 pence. So we've got 130 pence now, take away 50 pence equals 80 pence. Then she's added together £2.80, and that's given her £2.80. So that's what she's done here. Now this astronaut here has done £8.30, take away £6 equals £2. So what the astronaut here has done is rounded up, and he's added on 50 pence to make it £6 instead. Then we've got £2.30 plus 50 pence equals £2.80. Discuss their different methods. Are they both correct? Pause the video and have a think. Okay, so the pink astronaut is correct. And the blue astronaut is also correct. So what he's done is he's rounded up the £5.50 to £6, and then he has subtracted it from £8.30. He has then added on the 50 pence because he subtracted that amount, which gives him £2.80. Now, which method do you prefer and why? Pause the video to have a little think, and then I'm going to share with you which one I prefer and why. Okay, so the method that I prefer is the pink astronauts method. I like the idea of exchanging £1 for 100 pence to help me work out the answer in steps. I'll be honest, the blue astronauts method did confuse me a little bit, and it took me a couple of moments to realise what he had actually done. So I personally prefer the pink astronaut method. Okay, independent task. Now it is your turn. Choose between activity 1 and activity 2, and then you can challenge yourself further with activity 3. So activity number 1, I want you to draw number lines to find the difference between each pair of amounts. So A, you've got to find the difference between £7.85 and £10. Draw a number line to work this out. B, you've got to find the difference between £1.39 and £4.50. C, the difference between £4.40 and £6.20, and D, the difference between £9.89 and £12.30. And then for E, I want you to write a word problem for the amounts in question A. So this could be something like the blue astronaut spent £7.85 on a coat. The pink astronaut spent £10 on a coat. What is the difference between the two? So something along those lines. Pause the video here if you're going to complete activity number 1. Okay, activity number 2, draw number lines to help you solve the problems. Question 2, T-shirt is worth £4.60, socks are £3.55 and jeans are £12.90. Jack buys a T-shirt, his sister buys 2 pairs of socks, his brother buys a pair of jeans and a pair of socks. Now you need to answer these questions below using a number line to answer it. How much more does his sister spend than Jack? How much more does his brother spend than Jack? How much more does his brother spend than his sister? And a man enters and spends £20.50. Is this more than Jack's brother spent? What's the difference between the two amounts? So pause the video here if you are going to answer activity number 2. Okay, activity 3, the challenge. Amir and Rosie use a number line to subtract £5.75 from £8. Here is Amir's method. Here is Rosie's method. Amir and Rosie both get £2.25 as their answer. Explain each of these methods to a partner. You can either explain it to somebody who's around and free to talk to you, or you can write it down. And then you need to tell me whose method you prefer and why. And the next challenge. Check the following calculations, correct any which are wrong and explain the mistakes. You've got A, B, C and D to answer. So here are some calculations and you need to tell me if they're wrong, correct it if they are and explain what their mistake was. So that's part 1 of the challenge. And then that's part 2 of the challenge. Please make sure you upload your work to Tapestry Gandhi class and I will see you next time. Bye.